Charles Spencer Chaplin was born in London, England on April 16, 1889. His father was a versatile vocalist and actor, and his mother, known under the stage name of Lily Harley, was an attractive actress and singer who gained a reputation for her work in the light opera field. Charlie was thrown on his own resources before he reached the age of 10, as the early death of his father and the subsequent illness of his mother made it necessary for Charlie and his brother Sidney to fend for themselves. Having inherited natural talents from their parents, the youngsters took to the stage as the best opportunity for a career. Charlie made his professional debut as a member of a juvenile group called the Eight Lancashire Lads and rapidly won popular favor as an outstanding tap dancer. When he was about 12, he got the first chance to act in a legitimate stage show and appeared as Billy the Page Boy in support of first H.A. Sainsbury and then William Gillette in different productions of Sherlock Holmes. At the close of this engagement, Charlie started a career as a comedian in vaudeville, which eventually took him to the United States in 1910 as a featured player with the Fred Karno Company. He scored an immediate hit with American audiences, particularly with his characterization in a sketch entitled A Night in an English Music Hall. When the Fred Karno troupe returned to the United States in the fall of 1912 for a repeat tour, Chaplin was offered a motion picture contract. He finally agreed to appear before the cameras at the expiration of his vaudeville commitments in November 1913, and his entrance in the cinema world took place that month, when he joined McSennett and Keystone Film Company. His initial salary was $150 a week, but his overnight success on the screen spurred other producers to start negotiations for his services. At the completion of his standing contract, Chaplin moved on to the S&A Company at a large increase. Sidney Chaplin had then arrived from England and took his brother's place with Keystone as their leading comedian. The following year, Charlie was even more in demand and signed with the Mutual Film Corporation for a much larger sum to make 12 two-reel comedies. This included The Floor Walker, The Fireman, The Vagabond, 1 A.M., The Count, The Pawn Shop, Behind the Screen, The Ring, Easy Street, The Cure, The Immigrant, and The Adventurer. Early in 1918, Chaplin entered into an agreement with First National Exhibitor Circuit, a new organization specially formed to exploit his pictures. His first film under this new deal was A Dog's Life. After this production, he turned his attention to a national tour on behalf of the war effort, following which he made a film the US government used to popularize, deliver the long drive, The Bond. His next commercial venture was the production of a comedy dealing with the war. Shoulder Arms, released in 1918 at a most opportune time, proved a veritable earthquake at the box office and added enormously to Chaplin's popularity. Later in 1921, he released The Idle Class, in which he portrayed a dual character. Then, feeling the need for a complete rest from his motion picture activities, Chaplin sailed for Europe in September 1921. London, Paris, Berlin, and other capitals on the continent gave him tumultuous receptions. Chaplin generally strove to separate his work from his private life, but in this case, the two became inextricably and painfully mixed. Searching for a young lady, he rediscovered Lilita McMurray, whom he'd employed as per the 12-year-old in the kit. Still not yet 16, Lilita was put under contract and renamed Lita Gray. Chaplin was acutely preoccupied with the social and economic problems of this new age. In 1931 and 1932, he left Hollywood behind to embark on an 18-month world tour. In Europe, he had been disturbed to see the rise of nationalism and the social effects of depression, of unemployment, and of automation. He read books on economic theory and devised his own economic solution, an intelligent exercise in utopian idealism based on a more equitable distribution, not just of wealth but of work. In 1931, he told a newspaper interviewer, "Unemployment is the vital question. Machinery should benefit mankind. It should not spell tragedy and throw it out of work." Chaplin's versatility extended to writing, music, and sports. He was the author of at least 4 books: My Trip Abroad, A Comedian Sees the World, My Autobiography, My Life in Pictures, as well as all his scripts. An accomplished musician, though self-taught, he played a variety of instruments with equal skill and facility. He was also a composer, having written and published many songs, among them Sing a Song, With the Deer in Bombay, and There's Always One You Can't Forget, Smile, Eternally, You're My Song, as well as the soundtracks for all his films. Charles Chaplin was one of the rare comedians who not only financed and produced all his films, but was the author, actor, director and soundtrack composer of them as well. He died on Christmas Day 1977, survived by 8 children from his last marriage with Una O'Neill, and one son from his short marriage to Lita Gray.